I am Bart. I am from Leiden University and I studied as a Bachelor Biopharmaceutical Sciences and the same thing for my Masters. And I'm aiming to finish in a couple months from now.
Why did you decide to pursue an internship in the US? So essentially, why did you apply for this program?
Well, for my graduation I needed to do an internship and they really encourage you to get out and do something that's out of your comfort zone and really throw yourself in the deep. And that was clear as day for me that I wanted to go abroad somewhere. And then I heard via some friends that were doing an internship around here in the Bay Area that this was an incredible opportunity.
Now, can you tell me a bit more about the internship itself? So what company will it be at? What's your role going to be? What will you be focusing on and for how long?
Yeah, so I'm in a company called Evomune, which is actually quite new. It started in 2020. It's a biotech pharmaceutical company that focuses on immunology. And I will be performing as an intern in corporate strategy, which is actually quite different than what my studies is aimed for, but in a way different view on what to do.
Did they ask you about any technical background things during the interview procedure?
Yeah, they were kind of curious what my studies background were. I think they were just really happy to see that someone wanted to do something in business and that had the background of pharmaceutical studies. So they did ask about it. I'm not sure whether it's very important for them, but yeah, they wanted to know. Yeah.
So now can you describe the internship search to me? What was your approach and approximately how long did it take?
It took me a couple months, I guess 2 or 3 months. And I started off just by emailing and contacting as many as people possible. So a lot of companies I had looked up, I just searched on LinkedIn people and just messaged them out and see who would respond. Most of them didn't, surprisingly. So you got to be prepared to some refusal. But someone did, actually someone I know from back home in Amsterdam. And he had someone he knew in the office and he connected me and he actually contacted them. Hey, are you looking for an intern and can I send this guy to you? And they're actually keen on that, so yeah.
Do you have a ballpark figure of how many people you think you approached?
100 plus.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. I had a list actually of all companies with color codes and stuff.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It was a big operation.
Yeah.
But,
and how long did it take? If you can remember.
Guess it started in November somewhere, and halfway through January I got it. Okay. So it was 2.5 months.
Yeah. What are your main goals going to be? What would you like to achieve while you're here?
The experience here, both as a country and as an intern in an American company. But my primary goal would be is that I wanted to figure out what I like to do as a job. I have not very good clear idea in my mind what that's going to be. Maybe not for the rest of my life, but at least for like a couple years. What do I like or don't like?
What advice would you give to students that have a technical background like yourself and want to get more into like the business development sector? How do you approach your internship search? Yeah. Do you have any advice in general?
Yeah, I think the biggest advice would be that you just got to realize that what you have is like a bridge between two good things. So you have a commercial-oriented mindset and you have the technical knowledge to back it up. And I got the idea that a lot of people in those companies are looking for that because well, sometimes they're fixated on a commercial kind of studies background, but in most cases it always helps that you know the product they're selling. So just leverage that and make use of it and really put it out there. Don't be too shy to say you actually do have that experience.
What advice would you give to a student who might feel intimidated and discouraged by the competitive nature of an internship search? You said you looked for 100, well, you contacted 100 plus companies.
Just be clear in your mind about what you want for your hopes and ambitions. And if that points out to actually like doing the internship as in internship in the Valley, then go for it. If it isn't scary or a bit intimidating, it wouldn't be as rewarding. So don't hold back and just do as you want to do.
What are some points to focus on and to ensure a successful visa process?
Don't wait up with stuff. There are a lot of factors involved, a lot of people involved, and every step takes a bit of time, and especially with governmental institutions, they tend to take up a lot of your time. So make sure every step you have in that process is done like in a day. Just because at the end of the day, it's not too difficult. It just takes some time. Make sure you're not the one that delays the process.
Do you remember how long the visa process took?
It started around halfway through January,
Okay.
February, and I got my visa halfway through May.
All right.
So around 4 months.
Yeah. What is a thing you wish you had known before arriving here, and advice for someone that might be in the same position as you?
You just got to be prepared about the costs of living here. So there are a lot of costs involved that are way disproportionate to what you might know from back home.
Yeah.
And just get something saved up, or get a loan somewhere.
What is your top piece of advice for a future candidate that might want to find an internship in the US in general?
Prepare, apply, and go for it. Don't look back. Just do it. Why not?